on today, YouTube? MrJGilbert here, and on the 12th episode of the Streamer Shout Out Showcase, we have the one and only Creature Collector. And man, she is a mod, a VIP. She is in everybody's community all the time. She is everywhere. She is an absolute legend and such a positive force to be around. You definitely need to stick around and get to know her. She is rocking over 1.1k followers, or over 1,100 followers rather, and you definitely need to stick around and get to know her a little bit better. Let's find out who Creature Collector is.
Preview.
Well, if black, excuse me. Oh, well, if blank is a crime, then lock me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fence. Fence. More fence. A tree. Rock. Oh, shit. Ow. It parked itself at the bottom of the hill at a tree. Yeah, yeet. She's on me. I'm going to barn. Oh my god! Thanks, Creepist. Appreciate it. I can't. Woo! Oh! What?
Creature Collector, how are we doing tonight?
Doing all right, sir. How are you?
Oh, lovely, lovely. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking time to be on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. So, in case you are new to this, in case you don't know how this operates, I have some set questions for Creature Collector, just to kind of get you to get to know her a little bit better. And then after my segment, you, chat, will have a chance to ask her anything you want. All you have to do is highlight your message, just so I don't miss it. You get a chance to ask her anything. And when I say anything, I mean you can ask her anything. Put her on the spot, and let's just get after it tonight. So, Creature Collector, before we get going on my segment, I always want to give you the chance. The spotlight is on you tonight, so I want to give you a chance just to kind of tell us who you are.
Well, folks call me either Creature or Lady Creature. I am an all-inclusive lady streamer. I take no bullshit, pull no punches. Obsessed with things like Vikings and creatures and monsters. I do fundraisers for charity, and I just play usually multiplayer games, so I can play with friends and viewers and whatnot. And basically that's me in a nutshell. Easy peasy,
Absolutely. Yeah. And she was talking about all the things that she does, especially with streams. We'll get to that in just a moment. But I kind of mentioned it in the intro earlier. She is absolutely everywhere. I see her in every channel. And the thing is not only is she everywhere, everybody knows her. She's almost a VIP in every channel that I see her in. So she's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. That's what happens when you stay at home and you don't have anywhere to go and things to do, and so you're there, and you could be there for everybody
But also you're just that cool, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, my first question that I have for you, I always start off with these first couple questions, is why did you want to become a streamer?
I wanted to make friends, meet people, and just have a good time playing games. I mean, that's what I grew up doing anyways, is playing games. So why not throw in the streaming possibility to make more friends? Because it's usually easier because you don't have to spend time or money and resources and going driving and gas and trying to meet up with people. And then there's the fact that I was kind of a recluse, I guess you would say, when I was younger. It was just me, myself, and my books during summer breaks from school and stuff. I had friends, but they were basically just in school friends for the most part. Outside of that, it was just overall wanting to do something different. So I started on YouTube by making videos, and that was just way too much work. So I switched from there to streaming on YouTube, and from there I left YouTube and came to Twitch, and I've been on Twitch ever since.
You said you're on YouTube doing that stuff. Is that maybe a future thing, like kind of going back to YouTube, or do you kind of think Twitch is your home?
Twitch is my home.
Yeah.
Unless YouTube does something super amazing and it's like, oh, then yeah, no. Twitch is never gonna see me again as a streamer.
Sure. I mean, YouTube's not going to.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
So that's a perfect kind of segue that into my next question that I always have, or always start off with, is for you as a streamer in your channel, what goals do you have?
Well, there's the continual growth goal, which every streamer who wants to stay streaming has. So, like, you've got the you want to hit a certain goal. So, like this year, I want to hit at least 1,500 critters. Critters is what I call my followers. And as a group and everything, I'd like to see about raising about $6,000 for charity this year. That's something that's pretty high on the priority list. Outside of that, I want to do things like redoing my overlays, basically making 2022 better than 2021 for folks that I have in contact with, whether they be friends or people I just recently met, or people who are more like acquaintances and not necessarily like friends. And then there's like, I've already had my merch store launch. So like that was a goal for this year, and I've already gotten and completed that. And tying in with the whole like charity stuff, there's wanting to get a hold of and hanging out with folks that I hadn't necessarily spent a lot of time with last year. You had actually been on that list, and we're already friends, and we've been doing things most recently, and just kind of continue to build that with other folks that we both know and hang out with.
Yeah, so kind of another kind of segue, I guess, with the questions kind of leading into everything you talked about. You call yourself like the critters, or the things that you get from your channel, like your followers, for your channel. Which once people see your name or hear your name, immediately have questions. You know what I'm saying? Like
usually,
you obviously call your followers, your critters or whatnot, and then you have your name as the creature collector. Like, you have to explain that. Like, where did that come from? Like, what's the background with your name?
Well, I mean, I've always loved animals and monsters and creatures in general since I was a little girl. And I don't know, I was named something else at one point in my streaming career, and I decided I didn't like that name. It didn't really fit. This fit better, so I changed it over to TheCreatureCollector. And then I was just like, okay, so now what and whatnot. Basically, it kind of stems from both the love of creatures and whatnot to like my collections, because I collect like Funko Pops in the form of critters and stuff. And like I have a bunch of original characters, OCs from like D&D, or stories I've written, or just a myriad of things. It's just kind of all combined with my entire love since I was little.
You mentioned it earlier, and I'm sorry to cut in, but do you have a favorite Funko Pop?
Okay, so it's not here yet.
Uh-huh.
It's called Godzilla Heat Ray version, and it's from Books A Million, but it's in conjunction with the Tues company. My second favorite one I actually have on my desk right now.
Show it.
So explanation is in the 1980s, which I was born in 82, and so I grew up with this monster doll thing they called My Pet Monster. I don't know I don't know if anybody out there would know of it, but he's basically this little blue guy with a big old honking nose and comes with chains wrapped around his poor little ankles. And I would always yank off the chains off the plushie because I didn't want her to be chained up. Sure. I mean, come on, how mean is that?
Right.
But he's so adorable. Like, this is pretty much, you can Google My Pet Monster, like, plushie or whatever, and probably find it easy peasy, because that's what I did for the Funko. Once I found out there was a Funko of him, there's no way I wasn't going to have one.
Right.
So.
Right. So then you mentioned it earlier because you're getting a Godzilla one. Perfect question then. I think I probably know the answer already, but Godzilla versus Kong.
All right. So I'm going to probably go into a little bit of this. First of all, Godzilla, okay? Number one, hello. Number two, Godzilla versus Kong. That movie infuriated the fuck out of me.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It was called Godzilla versus Kong, right? So first of all, Godzilla's name was first. Okay. Secondly, it was versus. They turned it into a Kong story. It was 98% freaking Kong and like 2% Godzilla. You know, there was like, and they're making a sequel. Hello. It's going to be the same crap. Watch.
Who are they going to fight against?
It's Godzilla versus Kong 2 is what they're calling it, to my knowledge.
Well, like, who are they going to?
Probably, I don't know, Mechazilla. Probably going to be him. I don't know.
Didn't they just fight him though in the first one?
That doesn't mean anything with these people who write these movies. Like
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. The heck, who knows? Maybe they'll bring Mothra in and it'll be Mothra and Godzilla versus Kong, because I would totally be down for that.
Ooh, I'm Team Kong, by the way. I'll let you know that.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I'm Team Kong.
So Team Giant Smelly Monkey. Got it.
I mean,
got it.
It fits. Chat. So by the way, if you have any questions for a Creature Collector, be sure to highlight your message. Use the highlight tool in the channel point redemption. Highlight your message so I can ask her anything you want. So if you have anything on your mind, doesn't even have to pertain to creatures. You can literally ask her anything, right? Just highlight your message so I do not miss that, and I'll get those asked right away. I do have 2 questions left. So I mentioned it earlier too, in kind of a little intro, and kind of we talked about it and some other questions. I can't even count on like both of my hands how many people you're like mods for, or like you're VIPs for, or you're just active for. I swear every time I go into a new channel, like you're popping up and saying hi, or you're either a mod or VIP in that channel, or like you're absolutely everywhere. Like, what was kind of your decision? I know, right? Being a rock star. What was your kind of decision to be so involved in so many different streams?
It just goes around to the fact again that I enjoy having friends, and I'm a people person for the most part. And these are people. Of course, I've never 99% of the people online that I know I've never met in real life, but they're my homies. They're my family. It don't matter whether we're blood or not. It don't matter if we've met in real life or not. If we've hung out long enough, if we talked long enough, we're friends. We're family. And so I'm gonna support wherever I can, however I can, whenever I can, and that usually comes in the form of hanging out in chat. Occasionally, it comes with a sub or some bits, but usually, just being there and hanging out.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, community is such a big thing. I start to now. I try to stick to a few, communities that like I've kind of been a part of for a while, but it's so hard to kind of spread your time out. I'm saying, like, you want to go and say hi to everybody, like you want to try to show that support to everybody. You want to pop in their streams and say hi. What, like, when you, I guess, are going, you're sitting down at Twitch every night, or what it may be. Like, do you just kind of pull up as many tabs as you can? You're like, hey, I'm going to try to pop in, at least say hi to them, as much people I can, or like, what do you do?
So my deal is, okay, so I'll start off with a little backstory real quick, is I'm on disability, and I basically stream full time because I don't go anywhere, I don't have money to go anywhere, blah blah blah. And so I'm home a lot, and a lot of people are, streaming. So when I get up and get on, my day thing is go onto Twitch, see who's on, pull them up. Like I could have anywhere between 10 to 12 tabs open for streams alone at any given time, just because there are so many people that I am friends with that are often live every day. Like there's not a single day that I don't have somebody live for some sort of time on stream. Every now and then I'll get because I stay up late, so around about 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is about when I go to bed. And even now and then there's people, I have nobody on the list around that time, which is really, really weird for me because normally there's a lot of people online. But yeah, it's just to pull up tabs when I can. Sometimes I have to go in and refresh because I don't get live notices because Twitch is Twitch, so.
Or they give a live notice 2 hours after they've been
2 hours
online.
later. Or the best notice I got was 2 hours after somebody had already ended their streams. They were live. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Yep. So that's the thing.
Yeah, Twitch is fun. All right, chat. I have one more question. I do a short segment, right? And I always finish the last question with just a funny, goofy question, just to kind of put them on the spot a little bit, right? Kind of see what they come up with. And before I do that, please be sure to get your questions in for Creature Collector. Your segment is next, chat. You get to ask her anything you want. Also, if you have not dropped Creature Collector a follow, do it now. Absolutely now. Let's get her to 5,000 followers, right? Tonight.
No body counts, please. Please be real.
All right. So, Creature Collector, my last question is, what would be the craziest animal hybrid in your opinion? For example, like the liger or the Indominus Rex, right? What would be the craziest animal hybrid?
Two animal hybrid, or
I mean, whatever you give me. We'll see. Let's see your imagination here.
Gosh, so I know you gave me this cheat sheet. I was gonna think of something to be boom, I have it. I might have played DVD instead.
Yes, I put her on the spot. It worked.
So the most craziest thing, I don't know. I guess it would be a shark with moose antlers.
I need an artist to draw that for me right now. Somebody in chat, give me a shark with moose antlers right now.
I mean, think about it. Land and sea animal. Okay, how would they have even met for starters?
Uh-huh.
Then how would they have even, and then what? How? Who done this?
The voice says, with wings. So a shark with a moose mixed with an eagle.
Oh my god, if we put wings on that thing, nope, that's it. I'm staying indoors. I am never coming out again.
Done. I'm telling you, I need a graphic designer to get me a shark with a moose, antlers, possibly even wings, stat.
Dude, do that. I will put it in my merch store.
Oh, you heard it. You heard it. Graphic designer, shark with moose, half shark with wings. Let's go. Bring it on. All right. So we got a few questions to get us started off.
All right, let's go. Bring it.
Few questions. Favorite wings and go.
I'm assuming we're talking chicken wings.
I believe so. Yes.
So, okay, I'll put it to you this way: if it's just some random off-brand, either done-at-home wings or whatnot, either it's barbecue or honey sriracha. Otherwise, if it's from a wing place, I only eat at Wingstop. Not sponsored, unfortunately. Wish I was. Wingstop, if you're listening, I eat there all the time.
Wingstop, sponsor now.
Right. Wingstop has the best Hawaiian wings ever.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing better. And I just, man, thinking about them right now is making me hungry.
Somebody order her Wingstop. Come on, let's go.
Wingstop.
You said Hawaiian. Are you talking about like pineapple stuff or
It's just a sweet sauce.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming it's probably got pineapple juice in it.
Oh my god, I'm going all squirrel here and like off track now. Pineapple. This is the age old question.
Oh no!
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
I'm gonna tell you something about that. I don't like warm pineapple chunks, so no.
Okay,
But I'm okay with this pineapple juice being sprinkled on it because I like the sweet and savory kind of thing.
Oh my god.
One time I called my Papa John's place and I was like, yo, if I asked you for pineapple pizza, but I told you not to put the pineapple on it, just kind of splash it with some juice.
Squish the juice.
They were like, we don't keep the juice. We just drain it and toss it. I was like, so you have dry pineapple in your bins? Hello?
You'd have to have it you'd have to have it soaking at least.
I was like, come on. Why would you get rid of all that pineapple juice? It could be like, I mean, I'm sure you could have put it to use some other way.
But no, pineapple does not belong on pizza is the correct answer.
Yeah, correct.
Voice 23 says, what is your favorite creature and why?
Are we talking like animal, monster?
How about this?
Like,
let's do I'll add to Voice's question for her. It's a two-part question. One, favorite like real like creature and favorite non-real creature.
That's a really hard question. All
These
right.
are chat questions on the spot.
I know. So I guess my favorite creature would have to be the horse or zebra. They're cousins, obviously, subspecies of one another. But I've always, like, ever since I can remember back when I was, like, at least 5, my memories go back to roughly 5, when I just, like, love horses.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually bray like a zebra. And they're just amazing creatures. They're really smart, intelligent, and graceful. People don't give them half the time.
Right.
You know, they think they're just stupid animals or whatever. But so for that's for the real one. Gosh, Godzilla or Mothra. Dragons. I guess would be. I guess dragons or kelpies. That's a really hard question. Hard question.
You just said like 4 different monsters, and that doesn't count.
Well, technically, a kelpie is a horse-ish, so it's kind of with the other one. And
Dyslexic Octopi says, "Who is your favorite person to play DBD with?"
Well, I really do enjoy playing with Mr. J.
So I didn't say this last part. It said, "Who is your favorite person to play DBD with, and why is it not Mr. J?"
Oh,
I left that part out to see what you would say first.
Well, technically, it isn't Mr. J, but he is one of the ones I do quite enjoy playing with. Honestly, I don't technically specifically have one person who's like. I have a handful of people. So there's like Mr. J, there's my bestie, Magpie, and my friend Belle. I guess those are about the 3. Maybe Paladin when we actually do get to play.
Right.
But other than that, it's not really a whole lot to play DBD much anymore.
It used to be I used to see it everywhere.
Yep. That's what happens with games. People come in and out, up and down with like moods and stuff. That's me. I'm like, I spent like 3 weeks not playing, and then I came back and I've been playing ever since. So
right. Dyslexic Octopi also says, "Who is your favorite killer?"
To go against or to play as?
I guess both. We'll say both.
So to go against would be the big beefy daddy slammer. I have an uwu for him. That's Oni, for those who don't speak uwu.
DVD.
Or DVD, yeah. And so The second one, I go back and forth between Milkshake Mommy, which is Plague, and Piggy.
I love
I
all
think
the
I like
nicknames we have.
Piggy. I think I like Piggy play a little bit more, even though she's still slow. She still needs a boost. But yeah, those guys. Yeah.
Miss Zombie says, I arrived late. Oh, no worries, Zombie. I'm glad you're here. Miss Zombie says, do you have any pets?
I do. Tempest. Let me see if I can get her. I have one cat. Her name is Tempest, and she's a Siamese brat. Oh, here she is.
Replace water with pineapple juice when making pineapple upside down cake. Oh, that kind of sounds good. Look at that kitty cat. Look at that kitty. Honey Mocha says, are you doing a fundraiser this month? And if so, what is it for?
It's actually not this month. It's in April. It's to write love on her arms. They deal with folks who are suicidal or depressed, and helping them to know that there are others out there, that they're not alone, and helping them find the services that they need to further assist them in their journey of getting better. And that's going to be April 8th through the end of the month, which Mr. J has kindly, as long as things don't go awry, has kindly said he would help out with too. So I do appreciate that, and hope you guys will come on out.
So believe it or not, that'll actually be my first fun charity stream fundraiser thing experience. Yeah, I haven't done one yet.
You're the second person. I'm gonna get to pop two people's cherries.
Yeah, you're definitely popping my cherry. Yes, all over the stream. You know?
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I've always kind of wanted to do one, but I never really knew like what would be a good one. Because I know there's some charities that don't really do the best with the money that's donated. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to like watch out for like which ones you're doing and like where the actual money goes. So
yeah,
it's kind of always deterred me.
Yeah, there's a website out there specifically for vetting places. So that's where I go to get my information.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to pop my cherry. You know what I mean? So there's that.
2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
ECJ says, what is your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit. Granny Smith apples.
Very specific.
Has to be. Any other apple puts this weird like taste on the roof of my mouth. Even if I've washed it and peeled it, it leaves like a coating, and I can't. I've tried all kinds of apples, even the grapple, which is an apple that tastes like a grape.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
A grapple, imagine.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get horticulturists, agriculturists, whatever together. They play with all the DNA, and you know.
Right. Question I have for you is if you were the creator, like if you were the inventor of something, what would you be the inventor of? Like if you were like, hey, like take ownership of it, you know what I'm saying? Like if you go back in time, like, hey, I invented this, I created this. What would you choose to be the inventor of?
Gosh. Yeah, we're talking something that's already in existence, right?
Yeah, like something that's created, like something that's now, you know what I mean? That you'd be like, hey, I can go back in time and I would be the one that created that.
You're making me think, man.
Come on, chat. Keep them coming.
Back in time. What companies out there are worth a lot right now? I don't know. Maybe Microsoft, because you know the money.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It would definitely not be as shady and shitty as it is now. Because yeah.
Yeah. I was always at one point been like I would do like Google or something. You know what I mean? But then it's like you have like Apple and Amazon, like all these companies that literally own like and
Yeah.
like Disney who like own like half the world.
But now, yeah, now they all like own each other.
That's true. That's true.
So I mean, I guess you
Uh,
could go Disney because Disney owns like ESPN and Fox
oh, it's so
and
true.
Paramount Plus and like it's just like hello. Can
That's
what? Why are they monopolizing all this? Isn't this an illegal thing? But yet we're allowing it.
I mean, not when you have the money, it's not illegal. When you have the money, you get to do what you want.
I guess.
Voice says if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Ireland.
And you can't say to Iowa to visit Mr. J.
Ireland. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. I have Irish heritage supposedly. Plus they've got the fjords out there, and then they got the fjord horses. See that? Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Comes full circle.
Full circle. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, plus, I mean, like the rolling green hills are just like, God, they're stunning. Like I see them all the time in pictures and stuff, and just like, man, imagine what it's like to be over there instead of over here in America.
Facts. As Zombie said, you kind of alluded to this earlier. I think you talked about this earlier, but you can kind of revisit it real quick. Miss Zombie says, what made you choose Twitch as a platform to build friendships?
So, because I started on YouTube about I think it's about 6.5 years ago. That's when I started. And I started on YouTube, and I didn't like the platform. I didn't like how they were doing things. They were making it ridiculously difficult to get like anywhere. They're still shady and doing that now too. Nothing's really changed. But like, and then I kind of bounced over to Mixer for like a week, literally Mixer for a week, and it was like, no, I can't do this. Yeah. And so then I bounced over. I think Justin TV was originally what it was when I was over at Mixer, and then as soon as I jumped from Mixer to Twitch, it had been Twitch for, I want to say maybe a month or less, I think. Because Twitch has only been Twitch for like 5 years, 4.5 years, something. I mean, it hasn't been very long to my knowledge.
As big as it is, yeah.
So, yeah, and I came over here because, things back in the day were still hard to get, like affiliate and stuff. It was still a better deal than what you would get then or even now on YouTube. And we all know Mixer's dead now, so it's not like we even have a third option, to my knowledge. So
yeah, nope. I don't think there will be really any yet. I think it'll be just Twitch and YouTube back and forth.
Yeah, I mean that's because Amazon owns Twitch and then Microsoft owns YouTube, so you've got Amazon and Microsoft battling heads.
Unless Apple tries to do like their own streaming platform.
But I mean, Apple's owned by Microsoft.
Is it really?
Yes.
I don't know. Wow. Everybody owns everybody. Shit.
That's stupid. What I'm saying. Everybody owns everybody. Like.
Oh, man. All right, chat. Oh, we're getting to the point now where it's rapid fire questions. If you have any other questions you want to ask,
do it. You will.
Creature Collector, right? Get her. Let's get her good, right? Then we're going to stick around. You guys will stick around and hang out. We're going to be playing a Dead by Daylight together, blowing some generators and just getting hooked. So we'll be hanging out, playing some Dead by Daylight together. Wild Chat is putting in their last minute questions. Yes. I have another brain teaser question to put you on the spot. Are you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
If coconut oil comes from coconuts, where does baby oil come from?
Well, obviously, babies cry a lot, right? It's baby tears. Duh.
Oh, God.
That's like the one answer I had an instant think for.
the tears of the baby.
What do you think I was gonna say when you squish the babies? Of course.
Dude, I thought I was gonna like get you, and you're like,
No, you've already gotten that for the most part of the stream. Okay, so.
No, I know. But all right, I don't think any more questions are coming in right now. So, Creature Collector, I want to do again. Oh, one more. Do you play Borderlands? Have you played Borderlands?
I have played Borderlands.
But
It's not my
Tiny Tina's Wonderland?
No, it's not my type of game. And my ex bought it for me, and we played it together. And then the ex thing happened, and it's just not my type of game. It was just something for us to do together. But
Right.
I mean, Tiny Tina's might be something later at some point I'll check out because it kind of sounds interesting, but probably more than likely not.
Yeah. Yep. Voice says, what is your favorite game of all time?
Oh, crap. My favorite game of all time, probably Ark Survival Evolved.
Ark.
It's got dinosaurs in it, and I have about 6,100 hours and still counting.
Oh my gosh. Over 6,000 hours?
Yeah. I mean, I have like 1,100 in PUBG. I have like 3,500 in Warframe.
Unreal. Wow. Yeah, the most game. So I have total Warhammer 3, and my biggest game that I have, or that's my biggest game, and I have like 1,200 hours in that. So over 6,000 hours.
Nice.
But all right, so that time of the night where Creature Collector, I want to give you the floor one more time, even though you had it all night, but I want to give you the floor one more time and just set us out. Anything that you want to say, anything you want to give us, you can self-promote, do whatever you want. Spotlight's on you. You can kind of give us one final farewell.
All right. For those of you guys who like cats and whatnot, I do, as you've seen earlier, have a cat. She has her own redeem. So if you do come by stream and want to redeem that, more than likely she'll come and you'll get a redeem and see the kitty. You can also check out my merch if you'd like at TheCreatureCollector.com. New merch is rolling in I want to say about every week, roughly. And just come on and hang by the stream. Hang out with me. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to redeem points. You can just lurk. I don't care. I just like to see new faces and whatnot. So,
all right, you heard her. Go follow her right now, everybody. And Creature Collector, thank you for taking the time to do this tonight. Thank you for hanging out and answering all the questions. Thank you for taking the time to watch an episode of the Streamer Shoutout video podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can get notified of all future videos and episodes that come out on this channel. Now, if you're interested in joining the Streamer Shoutout, all you have to do is in the description below, you'll see a link to my Discord. Join that and you'll see a Thankful Thursday section. Let me know that you are interested. I'll get you in the rotation. It is simple as that. We'll see you next time, and I appreciate you.